Hello and welcome to this short introduction video to Reflare's newest offering, RCTF. This is Paul from Reflare's Tokyo office speaking, and today I will walk you through what RCTF is and who it is for. So without any further ado, what is RCTF? Well, it's short for Reflare Capture the Flag. It's Reflare's newest offering, a monthly CTF subscription service. The kicker is that all of the challenges are based on events, incidents, CVEs, you name it, from the previous 30 days. So your team gets a fresh batch of CTF challenges that expose them to real hands-on, real-world scenarios and challenges that are being exploited in the wild as they are doing the training. It gives them a playful, hands-on and real-world way to get more skills, to stop ticking boxes, to stop interacting with these spreadsheets and PowerPoint-based trainings that no one in any sort of technical role, but especially in InfoCycle, likes. Instead, you give them a challenge, you allow them to really skill up, and ultimately, you, as their manager, can see how well individual members or even individual teams are performing in relation to specific topics and in their overall security posture. In this video, I will walk you through how RCTF works, what it looks like from an actual user's and an administrator's perspective, and I will also briefly touch on how users are managed and how scores are seen, etc. So, let's get started. As you can see, here is the login screen for RCTF. You simply head over to ctf.reflare.com and then you log in with your account. The account is the same whether you're an administrator or a player, and we explicitly encourage administrators to also be players and to interact with the CTF as well. So you log in and immediately you're greeted with the current CTF. This is the CTF for May 2025. Once you unlock more CTFs, once time rolls around, you always have the 2 CTFs from a previous month also available to you, including the solution. You can see that the CTF shows your current score, your maximum possible score, the challenges that you have open to you, the flag entry, and then you can solve a challenge. Well, once you've solved the challenge, it will appear down here. Very standard stuff. The cool part comes in here. So how do you actually play? Usually you would need to, at the very least, spin up a bunch of Docker infrastructure. More likely than not, you would have to deploy something, find the vulnerabilities, get someone to build them, or even if you find something, deploy on premises, make sure all the tools are installed on client machines. None of that happens with RCTF. All you do is click the access button and we prepare the system for you. This takes anywhere between 5 and 15 seconds. It's very quick. And the entire system runs within the browser. All you need is an HTML5 capable browser and a reasonably good internet connection. Anything that's not getting bottlenecked will be fine. We've even had players do this over mobile, but obviously this really depends on how good the connection is. So once you're booted, you get a full Linux desktop, Kali Linux to be exact, because we want all of the tools to be included and we do not want to give away what tools should be used to solve these challenges. Then you get a challenges.txt file that actually explains all of the challenges to you. So you can see that fundamentals is a 100-point challenge that prompts you to insert some cross-site scripting code. And number 2 is accessing a dashboard. You get some information about Next.js and React versions. This may or may not relate to a CVE that happened this month. OPSEC tells you to log into OPSEC A, and topical is reverse engineering some ransomware, because we saw a huge spike and several major retailers hit in April and May 2025. Today, out of these, I am going to focus on the easiest one simply because, well, it will be fast and also it will be clear to most of you. So let's head over to http://fundamentals. So here we go. You can see that there's a cross-site scripting prompt. We can insert something, input received, great. But if we try to hit brackets, those get escaped, which obviously is not what we want. This is a traditional case of client-side input validation. It's not very strong. There are many ways we could circumvent this. We could disable scripts. We could just hook into the page and get around it that way. We could make a custom request during curl. This time around, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use burp because it's the most visual way to, well, demonstrate this. So we're starting burp. Everything's already installed. And then we are going to go for the proxy and open the browser. Here we go. And now we're going to access the fundamentals challenge again, but this time from the burp browser. All right, here we are. Let's enter something, submit. Great, and now we can see it in our HTTP history. We can see that the post request is here. We could now just send this to the repeater, but let's make it graphical. So let's go over here again. We enter a string, and now we're intercepting it, and we want to inject this. Beautiful. Copy it here. We've bypassed the client-side input validation. We forwarded, turn off interception, go back into the browser. You can see that the flag client-side, schmient-side is being displayed. We take this, we go back over here, we select the fundamentals challenge and the flag, and we solve it. Great. We now have 100 out of 1,000 possible points and 3 challenges to go. This is the basic flow. Obviously, challenges ramp up drastically. The malware reverse engineering challenge will take a lot of understanding of both C and also RSA cryptography to solve. All of them are solvable, and once the CTF ends at the end of the month, we roll over on the 15th of every month, you will also get a sample solution that you can refer to and up your skills if you weren't able to solve something in the moment. So basically, this is a great way to always stay at the edge of what's actually going on out there and what's actually going on with real-world scenarios and challenges. And also, both touch things that you're already very familiar with. If you're a web guy, great, do the web challenges. If you're not very much into binary, here's a great way to learn without having to set up anything locally. As for administration, it's very straightforward. You go into user management, add a user in here, just add them to a group if you like, and then you head over to RCTF and you add the user to the CTF. That's it. And from that point forward, in that moment, they're already getting assigned whatever CTF is live at the moment, and they get assigned every CTF that's coming out on a monthly basis. You don't have to worry about it. If you ever want them to stop playing, hit delete. They still retain all of the CTFs that they've had access to until they rotate out, which again takes 3 months. But they will no longer acquire any new RCTFs as they are released, and you're not going to get billed for them any longer. So, in summary, RCTF gives you a very easy way to give your users exposure to real-world challenges and to see how well they perform. New challenges are released every 30 days, and they're based on the past 30 days. Everything runs on Reflare's own infrastructure. There's no maintenance, no responsibility, no dealing with internal risk aversion or malware protection software, any of that. It all goes out of the window. It's always here. We guarantee availability, we guarantee uptime. All you have to do is come in and play. There's a support team on hand. We have a 24-hour turnaround on questions. Of course, we also play our own CTF, so we make sure it works. And this is really the easiest way you have right now to shift your security posture from just ticking compliance boxes to strengthening your defenses. So you can purchase our CTF directly through the self-service checkout, or you can reach out to us at support@reflare.com to discuss your specific requirements. We'll be happy to help. Thank you for listening.